Sige, sige.
Suot mo lang yung salamin mo. Suot mo lang yung salamin mo. Baka magustuhan ni Kwan. Baka magustuhan ni Kwan, no? Ni attorney.
Ayan na naman tayo.
Yan, yan.
Yung
Gio.
Attorney Junior.
Oh, six-footer yun. Six-footer yun, si
Harry
Gio.
Junior. Harry Junior. O mamaya, ikaw na naman, Sir
Baka
Ronald.
gusto niya ng bahay sa Baguio.
Yan.
Dollar account. Dollar account.
At saka
Super.
stocks, no?
Uy, Ronald, alam na alam mo yung breakdown, ha? Ano ka na? May sal ka na sa kanila.
Siyempre.
Talagang mga Viva Max mans
Ah,
natin. Ito na,
ah.
pag-usapan natin. I'm sure, Ronald, you never discussed this issue at all. This is a completely fresh topic. Kamusta
Ah,
naman ang ano? Kamusta naman ang so may Akbayan Congress tayo earlier this day doon sa Manila Hotel. It looks Lenny actually also had, 'di ba? She sent a video message if I'm not mistaken. Mukhang it looks like, correct me Ronald, and of course I want to also get Mark Gamboa's point of view kasi for a long time ang left, especially ang Akbayan left, which is more of center left, parang relatively marginal, Ronald, just to be honest about it. But now it looks like hope is in the air. Energy is in the air.
Richard, yung episode na ba to?
Oh, na-live na tayo.
Oh, nalo mo na pala. Sige, sorry.
si
Hindi ako
attorney,
na paying attention.
attorney. Oh, nawala yung salamin niya eh.
Nandun pa sa bahay nila sa Cordilleras yung ano niya. Mark, hindi ako naka-move on dun sa kabilang channel. Ikaw hindi naka-move on na hindi ka heredera. Naunan ka niya, no? Lucky 99 Superboy. Hindi, ito sa Ronald. Do you think ako parang natakot ako na parang biglang lahat may very optimistic ngayon. I mean, Riza has really emerged as a force to reckon with. I'm proud to say dito sa episodes natin sa RRM talagang in-emphasize natin the rise of Riza, and I think now that's the new received wisdom. Now you cannot count out Riza Ontiveros as a force to reckon with in these elections as a leader of the opposition, and 2028 as early as now everyone sees her as a potential vice presidential if not presidential. Ikaw, Ronald, how do you feel about this? Do you think this is did you see this moment coming? Again, honestly. Now, obviously, of course, you have to have, ano yung sinabi niya, no? Yung parang, ano yung parang analytic mind pero passionate heart. May ganun I forgot the term eh. May term na ganun si Hegel at saka si But anyways, I'm sure if you're an activist like you're progressive, you always have to make sure your passion is there. But at the same time, your mind is realistic about the political landscape. But here we are, and Riza is openly being discussed as a force to reckon with. How do you feel about this, Ronald?
Well, usually kasi yung hope kasi nanggagaling sa hindi lang sa panahon ng victory eh. Halimbawa, 2007, Akbayan almost lost it. Yan yung height ng power ni GMA. Nagdeklara pa siya ng state of emergency noong 2006. Di ba? Nahuli nga kami ni Randy noon, nung state of emergency na yon.
Right, that was crazy.
And Akbayan almost lost. First time, dyan sa 2007 elections na yan. Pero after nyan, when we survived, no, nagdesisyon yung Akbayan na kailangan natin mag-scale up. Hindi tayo dapat maging defensive dun sa ating near defeat. So anong ginawa ng Akbayan? They supported the presidential candidate and they fielded a senatorial candidate. Galing yan sa near catastrophe noong 2007.
From the lowest moment,
so imbis na gumuho ka, nag-scale up ka, no? At and the rest is history. Tapos nitong 2019, yan din, natalo ang Akbayan, natalo ang opposition. First time na zero ang opposition sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, di ba? Di ba? Tapos, pero nung 2022, against all odds, nanalo si Riza. No, nanalo si Riza at sa ngayon, siya lang ang highest ranking opposition na galing sa isang clearly Democratic Socialist Party. So hindi siya ganoon kaliit. Ibig sabihin, you broke the glass ceiling, no? Hindi lang activist, hindi lamang feminist, kung hindi ay isang clear democratic socialist, no? Ngayon lang nangyari yan, di ba? So, going into the midterm, may mga organizing, may mga problema, pero it's not just the midterm. It's 2028. On the horizon, wala namang kandidato ang kaliwa na merong ganyang stature, may ganyang klaseng, sabi mo nga, may ganyang track record, halimbawa sa Senate. Nag-shine siya Diba? Nag-shine siya sa Senate kahit practically nag-iisa lang siya. Dahil si Coco kasi ay paalis na ng Senado, kaya practically si Risa yung may iwan for the next 3 to 4 years, no? Kaya yung aspiration for 2028 ay nakasentro sa kanya. Not only the midterm. Dahil siya nga yung highest ranking opposition at this point. At hindi siya simpleng opposition. Clearly a progressive. Kaya yun yung pinanggagalingan ng element of hope.
Yun nga.
No? Na ito ay feasible. No? Ito ay pwede nangyari. So pupunta ka ngayon doon sa bagong level. Na ang tingin ay baka hindi naman imposible. No, baka hindi naman imposible.
Actually, I was saying pessimism of the intellect, optimism of the will, yung kay Gramsci.
Yan.
Yeah. So,
Gramsci.
Exactly. So going back to this, I'll ask Mark also about this. Kasi Mark, diba, back in the day, it's easy to dismiss, aktivista yan, leftist yan, walang pag-asa yan sa Pilipinas, ganun. This is a Reagan nation, if I can put it that way. I mean, both of you guys, do you think it's more like Riza adjusting to the political landscape better than almost anyone else from the genuine opposition? Or it's also maybe the Philippines is also becoming much more open to a kind of a progressive alternative kind of politics? Ikaw muna, tanongin ko, Mark. Do you think Riza's moved more to the mainstream or the mainstream has become also more accommodating of someone like her? Obviously, it's both, but what do you think is the most, or maybe not? Maybe it's
pero I think it's her moving more to the mainstream Kasi yung progressive, hindi pa rin siya ganun. Yung idea, yung mga progressive ideas and like similar na nangyayari sa US or sa ibang bansa, hindi pa rin siya ganun kalat sa Pilipinas And I think, I'm not sure then if kumbaga progressive pero may halong mainstream then is the best way moving forward. Pero ang gusto kong i-commend like ito yung recent ni Senator Risa na TikTok. Yung kay Harry Roque na
yun
2.8 million views, 8.4 million views, 1.7 million views.
Got it.
Yeah, very big numbers. Ang galing ng kanyang social media team now, yung kanyang social media strategy. So gusto kong i-commend na na kumbaga hindi ka lang nagtatrabaho ng tama, you're doing your job well. You're making a difference, di ba? Yung investigations nila, yan yung nagpasara sa mga pogo. But at the same time, you're also kumaga showing it to the public in a way na they get Kumaga kaya nga naging parang #1 teleserye itong mga hearings Because the way it was presented to the public, the way it was tapos klaro niyang nasasabi kung ano yung gusto niyang mangyari, kung para saan yung hearing na to, in aid of what legislation. So, ang ganda ng kanyang overall social media strategy sa ngayon. Meron pa siya yung mga Gen Z na may sariling Gen Z na interns niya, na may sariling TikTok. Tapos she's connecting with her own group of creators. Tapos yung kanyang, of course, yung kanyang mga advocacy sa LGBT, sa women's rights, sa divorce. So, yun ang kumaga magandang direksyon na ginagawa ngayon ni Senator.
You think
it's just about
she's figuring out the ingredients for her to be a legit mainstream stateswoman? That's what you're saying. She's getting the social media right. She's getting the timing of her hearings right.
Yes.
Right noise. She's making the right interventions. May substansya, charismatic, and of course, winning elections in 2022 was very hard for opposition, and yet she did it. So you're saying she's ticking all the boxes.
I think that this is setting her up for a possible chance to go up sa 2028. Kumbaga malayo, hindi naman malayo. Kumbaga we're not yet there. Pero she's on the right path.
Yun ang natural next step.
Diba? Sabi nga ni Gio kanina, Richard, nung nagsalita si Gio, outgoing chairman ng party. Una, nagsimula siya sa self-criticism na yung naging problema doon sa campaign ni Lenny ng 2022, talagang kulang sa runway. Dahil very late na nagpa siya. habang yung iba nagpasya ng mas mahaba na panahon, no? So, at least ngayon, meron kang more than 3 years. 3 years, 10 months pa. So, marami kang pwedeng gawin, no? Yun yung isang fundamental difference dun sa 2022 presidential campaign ni Lenny. Pero at the same time, Mark, siguro yung isang kulang na baka dyan makatulong ka and others like you, dahil ang labanan kasi dito ay labanan ng brand eh. Di ba? Ah, so, paano mo yung ganyang klaseng mga positive inputs na binabanggit mo, paano ka mag-create ng brand na for lack of a better example, the Duterte and the Tulfo brand. Paano sa ngayon yun yung dominant na brand eh. No? Na 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 hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na hindi kailangan yan. Kailangan eh. No? So yun yung
How can you have elements of that without undermining the integrity of what RISA stands for in
yes.
each person? Diba?
Then,
I think
Parang martial arts
um,
you pick up techniques lang but you're still yourself, diba? Parang ganun yung sinasabi ni Ronald.
Hindi naman pwedeng hindi bagay.
Oo.
Hindi naman pwede
So far
tapay.
lahat bagay eh on brand eh. Siguro kailangan lang ng mas maraming Risa vloggers. Kumbaga parang mga vloggers na
Right.
talagang nakikipag-away for
Parang
her,
multiplier
nag-ano for her.
effect.
Oo eh. Tapos to make Risa diehards. Yun ang next na step eh. You need yung diehards mo kasi yan yung mga mag-share sa'yo at makikipag-away para sa'yo. So that's how unti-unti you build. Pero ito pa lang nakikita ko lang kulang doon sa kanyang social media strategy. Not so much ang nailalagay doon sa mga post niya about sa akbayan. Parang there should be more siguro. Sa akin ito pala yung aking gustong sabihin din kanina. If 2028 is the target for Senator Risa, sayang eh, may momentum na eh. Kumbaga hindi din natin naasahan na ganito kumbaga yung timing din, and of course she's prepared na eh. Kaya nung dumating yung mga Kibuloy, dumating yung mga Alice Go, she was prepared to take on the challenge. Kaya we are where we are now. Pero tawag dito, yung I think yung akbayan parang magandang bellwether sa party list eh. The same way na ACT-CIS. Kasi yung sa Tulfo, ramdam mo eh. Ramdam mo yung support sa mga Tulfo doon sa kanilang party list na ACT-CIS. Baka you could do the same thing for Akbayan. Diba? Kumbaga, that's where you build Risa diehards eh. Yun yung pinaka-base mo eh. Nasa'yo talaga eh. So, I think yun ang magandang tuunan na ng pansin. And you have you have Rafaela, David, at yung mga nabanggit niyo ba.
Exactly.
You have a deep bench of mga pwede mo makasama to push for that eh. In the same way na yung sa Magdalo din, sinasabihan ko din na lalo ngayon si Trillanes is on the offensive sa mga Duterte. Maraming galit sa mga Duterte sa Marcos side at sa pink yellow side. So why not use that opportunity for Magdalo na yun nang i-push o kami yung party na pananagutin yung mga Duterte. So it's about kumbaga developing yung mga
yun yung sinasabi ko na Mark na baka kulang. Dahil halimbawa, yung ACT-CIS, first time nila lumahok sa party list, meron silang 2.5, 2.6 million votes. Ang kinailangan lang nila for the maximum seat, 1 million. So meron silang tapon na 1.6 million votes. At ang sinakyan nila ay isang simpleng brand. Ipatulpo mo. Diba? Nag-number 2 si Raffy Tulfo, first time nang tumakbo, ganun din yung brand. Ipatulpo mo. Ngayon, dalawang magkapatid. Number 1 at number 2. Diba? Ipatulpo mo. Yun ang sinasabi ko na baka kinakailangan. Maging household brand eh. Diba? Na pag-uusapan ka. Diba? Magdalo at saka Akbayan. No? May substance yan, palaban yan, etc. Pero kulang pa ng brand eh.
Branding eh. So, yun yung mga ideas ko eh.
Like
yung sa Magdalo.
One marker, one signifier. Parang ganun. One signifier. Ganun.
Kumbaga, ang Duterte, ipapatay mo. Hindi mo ipatulpo.
Panagutin naman yung word, di ba? So yun ang which is yun naman ang ginagawa talaga nila from Congressman Alejano, di ba, hanggang kay Senator Sani.
Pero tignan mo, for the first time talo ang Magdalo sa party list, di ba? Kahit matagal na silang nandyan. Ibig sabihin, kulang yung brand eh. No, yun yung kailangan namin matutunan.
Si Vico Soto, ano ba? I mean, kay Isko was, di ba, action, di ba? I mean, yung parang something like that, di ba? Quick action, parang ganun, di ba? Rapid action, rapid
Bilis
or something.
kilos. Oh.
Bilis kilos, sorry, bilis kilos, something like that.
Oh. Pero Risa nga has momentum now eh. It's
Mm.
just turning that to ano eh. So, kumbaga, yun yung mahirap na part eh. Yung magkaroon ng momentum na ganyan kadaming engagement, ganyan kadaming. Kumbaga, she got the respect of many supporters ng administration dahil sa kanyang ginagawang trabaho. So, now is the right time
I have a
to
question. Again,
to
this
widen
sorry guys, I just have a question. This is an innocent question. I completely agree with si Maestro. He's mentioning na parang problema kasi with Akbayan is it sounds like an Akbayan, makabayan, ganun. So it actually has that negative connotation, unfortunately, in mainstream. Maybe Ronald, Akbayan should be renamed. Hindi kaya? I mean,
Well, hindi naman.
papatay tayo dyan, but
Pero
I mean,
actually, hindi siya contradictory sa pag-create ng brand eh. Halimbawa, AXIS, napaka-tame naman ng pangalan eh. Pero naidikit siya sa isang brand, yung ipatulpo mo. 'Di ba? Yun yung hinahanap namin. Yun ang hinahanap ng mga progressives, no?
to put Riza's face more on Akbayan, something like that. More, a little bit. I mean, I hate
Dagdag
the
yun.
choice,
Dagdag yun.
but
Pero
might help it.
tingnan mo, ang tulpo walang partido. Walang machinery. Di ba? Wala masyadong resources nung sila ay tumakbo. Pero nag number 2 kagad. Nag number 1 sa party. It's because a brand. In a way parang Duterte. Yung PDP laban ng panahon ng Duterte, isa lang ang member sa Kongreso. Di ba? Pero the brand, the authenticity, the tinataob yung lamesa, the method in the madness, dumikit eh. Di ba?
Palaban. Gusto
Dumikit
ng
eh,
tao
di ba?
palaban eh. Oh.
Di ba? Dumikit eh. In a way, parang si Miriam, nag-number 2 siya. 92 from out of nowhere. Di
Kasi
ba?
palaban din siya,
From
di ba?
out of nowhere. Yung partido niya, kabubuo lang.
Yeah.
Before she ran. And yet, she almost won. Sabi nga nung iba, nanalo. Di ba? Pero, meron kang kwan eh. Di ba? May something eh. Di ba?
Pero Ronald,
I think ang kulang din Sir Ronald yung ano eh. Kasi sa the strongest platform meron ngayon si Risa is yung TikTok eh. Pero doon sa mga TikTok post niya bihira mo makita yung Akbayan eh. So baka kailangan mas
maybe
and yung Akbayan mismo walang main na TikTok eh.
Ang habol din kasi Mark, katulad nung last election na nanalo si Risa, parang siya ay kandidato ng lahat. Kaya siya lang yung nag-survive eh. Minsan kasi, minsan bagahe yung party list. Dahil yung ibang party list, hindi ka iboboto. Na mas marami, di ba? So kung ikaw ay representative of a broader constituency, baka mas may chance ka. Halimbawa, nung tumakbo siya for the Senate, no? Ay,
hindi niya ma-focus sa ano, no? Tama.
Yun yung kanya. Nag-focus siya ron. At in-endorse siya ng mga pro-Marcos governors. Ortega, no? Singson, no? Di ba? Yung mga taga-norte in-endorse siya.
Parang ngayon midterms naman eh. Sayang.
Yeah,
diba? Parang maybe she could help build up itong sila. Like yung we could start dun sa TikTok muna nung Akbayan. Pakilala mo ako sir kay Rafaela. Ako gagawa ng TikTok.
Yan. Halimbawa Mark, no? Yung last survey ng Okta, no? Hindi ganun kataas si Risa. No? 0.5% si Speaker, 1% si Risa, 35 si Tulpo, 34 si Sara. Ibig sabihin, ang layo ng dalawang brand Ibig sabihin, so it's about a brand. No? Pero ito puro substance Puro substance, pero ano yung kulang?
It's a good,
Yeah, those are the numbers,
But Ronald,
kahit marami ka sa TikTok, kahit marami ka sa Facebook, no?
Hindi pa nagta-translate, ano?
Iba pa rin talaga yung preference eh. It's more emotional di ba?
But Ronald, the disagreement there would be why do you want to why do you want to beat them in their own game when their game to begin with is questionable? Why not create a viable alternative?
Ang sinasabi ko, katulad ng sinasabi ko in previous episode, paano mo ipagsasama yung substance with a brand? 'Di ba? Yung sinasabi ko dati na paano mo aagawin, i-weaponize yung populism ng kanan at ihalo mo sa populism ng progressive movement. Dahil populism by itself is not automatically bad. No, yun yung sinasabi ko.
Bernie Sanders, parang ganun.
Kaya kino-quote ko si Laclau and Mouffe, kino-quote ko si Baudrillard. Well, in a way, Marshall McLuhan. The medium is the message, no? The simulacra